Have you ever joined a server and thought to yourself, man, I really wish I knew how to do redstone. Or, I just really don't feel like making any enchanting tables or furnaces. Well, at Survival Kit R Us, we have the finest selection in redstone contraptions and basic survival needs. So come on down to your local Survival Kit R Us, and we will provide you with everything you. Welcome back, everybody. This is Hot Buns here. I thought I should do that little intro just to show off our next build, which is going to be Survival Kits R Us. Right now, we just have a few contraptions. Right here, we have the auto smelter. I don't know if I have actually shown that off yet, but it's a great contraption. There's very many different variations that we can go with it. Over here we have a dance floor ceiling. I thought that people would like to see just something different in people's houses, so we'll have that. That'll be sold by the square meter or square blocks. I'm not entirely sure how we're gonna sell that. Over here we have our enchanting table, which it's more so for the lazy people who just don't feel like getting everything they need for books and things like that. And over here we have an automatic disc randomizer. So if somebody wants to have a jukebox and they have all the discs, this will make it to where they just have an easier way of choosing a song, because it chooses it for them. And that's pretty much all we have right now. But today we're going to work on, well, I'm going to fumble around with some redstone and work on a payment system. So yeah, hope you enjoy. Alright, so I had to get the necessary things that we needed. The way that I think that we're gonna have to do this is have a checker or something to check to see if what the players throw in is what the actual price is. What I'm thinking of doing is an iron. Just get a ton of iron from this instead of going for diamonds or trying to get payment from the server, because they have the econ on Sunny server. But I really need some iron, so yeah, we'll go with that. I'm thinking about 10 ingots for the auto smelter, so we'll start off with that as our base thing. So I think in here we'll have I want to say fill it up with full stacks and have 10 remaining. So if there's 10 or have 1 in, so 11 remaining, so because that remainder 1 would fill in that spot. I'm not entirely sure what I'm talking about. Let me get some iron here and we'll figure this out. Which tab is that in? There we go. Just throw them on the ground here. Get quite a few stacks, that way we know for sure that that's what we need. And yeah, we'll get more of this. Just throw it on the ground, makes it easier to pick up. Again, I want to thank you all for your support. in my new series. I cannot thank you enough. And I'm probably gonna still do it 10 years from now, if I'm still doing this 10 years from now. But yeah, I really appreciate it. It's been making my confidence level go up a bit, and I just really appreciate it. So we'll just get all this iron in here and see what happens. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it can only take 10 iron. Actually, I think to simplify this, we could just do 1 iron in each slot and have a piston set up eventually underground. I'll show what I mean later, but for right now I think this is good. So if we put another hopper, yes, if we put another hopper down here, and we have a chest right there, and do that, if we throw in a jukebox, it should bypass and go down to the bottom chest. And that's how we're going to refund the money, if it's not the right price. So we'll have it going this way with a dropper, and probably have a redstone the redstone clock going, so that the players so that the players, or the droppers, I don't know why I keep wanting to say players, the droppers can continually run. I have to make sure with Sunny on that, and I pointed that the wrong way. And I think that's good, yeah. And let's get ourselves a button. Do I have a button? I might have a button in here, or a lever. Probably be better. And do that right there. So if we throw in just some redstone, it should bypass, but it's not. Maybe go one more down and have one of those there. That should work. Yeah. And then we'll have redstone going into this one. That'll... oh, it'll push it up there. And then that will push it up there to the top one. And then it'll send out a red pulse, or a redstone signal to spit it out back at the player. And then we can drop in our 10 iron. And that'll go into this chest, which will probably have a hopper underneath it going to this chest here. And that didn't work. Don't want that there. We'll have to set up the right redstone timing, but we'll set up a hopper to a chest over here for the collection part, and that's how we'll get our iron. So now that we've got that situated, the reason we're going to do a hopper here is so that when they pass through this, it'll send a minecart going with everything they need in a chest cart going to another hopper down this way. I assume it'll be on the ground or underground, and we'll have a dropper right there, have the hopper going into the dropper, and then we'll have the rail going on top of the hopper. And so after that part, the piston's just there to stop the cart. That will go up to the top floor, again with probably a redstone clock. And then the players will receive what they bought. And it'll also come with a instruction booklet, most likely. So yeah, I think that's how we're gonna do this. I'm gonna set up the redstone and show you the finished product, but for right now, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in a few seconds. Well, alright, so I've been working at this for a couple hours. I've got most of it set up. The problem I've been having is getting this minecart to stand still over here so that it can deliver all the materials that the people pay for. But other than that, it's working pretty well. It's a little bit noisy. I'm gonna try and see if I can make this toggleable so that it's not on all the time. Maybe have it to where the player has to stand on a pressure pad to get it going, and then once they release, then it will stop. So yeah, that's pretty much what we got built. Right here's kind of like the armory of the whole thing. This is what delivers or sends out the entire redstone contraption. Just piece by piece is how we're gonna have to do it. So yeah, if you have any suggestions on how I can fix the rails to detect if there's something in it in the cart and stop the rail from going, that would be really just greatly appreciated. Other than that, thank you for watching. This is Hot Buns.